Bitcoin is hovering just below all-time highs, despite some of the tightest monetary policy we've seen in decades. Policy that not everyone is happy about. There's a mutiny at the Fed, and the pressure is building fast. There's now open dissent inside the Fed's own walls, with multiple officials eyeing Powell's seat and publicly breaking rank. And if that wasn't bad enough, the Fed chair is being attacked from all sides. Trump just made two massive moves to sideline Jerome Powell, which we'll be discussing today. And at the same time, the global M2 money supply is already quietly accelerating. And we've got a chart showing what that has meant for Bitcoin every time it's happened before. So what happens if we don't get a soft Fed pivot, but a monetary tidal wave that breaks everything wide open? The setup we're seeing right now, it's eerily familiar. And there's a shocking probability that a major shift in U.S. monetary policy is just around the corner. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this one. I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your weekly session. All right, I'm going to bring in my co-host here, Mr. Nathan Fitzsimmons of Bitcoin Mentor. How you going, buddy?
I'm going pretty darn good, sir, and it's wonderful to have you back. I like sitting in this chair on these kind of episodes, so very happy to relax, sit back, and go through the news with you. Did you see the latest in the totalitarian Canadian government regulations?
I mean, I know that they do those things, but I'm maybe not super up to date on the latest. We were kind of hitting before the show, so we should probably dive into that a little bit later.
I think we should. I think the people deserve to know, Ben. The people deserve to know.
I think so. So let's take a look at what's going on. Let's start with the Fed here. Again, guys, I know it's been sideways chop with the price action lately, and a lot of people get disillusioned in that. It's boring to look at, right? But we need to put something in perspective. We've been sideways for a while here, ping-ponging up and down a little bit, but nothing too exciting. But can we just zoom out to about a year and take a peek? Just again, to put in perspective, over the past year, we are up 76%, which is around $46,500 per coin just in the past calendar year. That's pretty wild. And, as time goes on, we may see more of this type of price action as opposed to sudden spikes and then sudden, rip your eyeballs out falls. So, yeah. I mean, would you be okay with that, Nathan?
I'm okay with that. I do like the excitement. I'm not going to lie. I get a little rush from it. It's fun. But, price jumps up. It's more evidence that I was right. This chart right here, this is a you were right chart for everyone watching. That's a great one to have on hand. But again, price drops down. I'm still in my accumulation phase. I do not have nearly enough Bitcoin yet. I'm happy either way. Price up, price down. Which do I prefer? Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, let's chat about the dissent within the Fed. So we've got a couple Fed members that are now actively saying, we need to be cutting rates here. So we have both Bowman and Waller from the Fed. And so Bowman would support a cut in July. And Waller, again, said we could easily cut rates as early as July. Now, both of these likely seeing the writing on the wall, knowing that Powell's on the way out, and maybe they're doing a little bit of sucking up to Trump to see what they can get going here. But nonetheless, lots of people not happy with the fact that the Fed and Jerome Powell are not doing anything right now while the rest of the world is very much in easing mode. And so I want to play this clip here. This is Kevin Hassett. That's Trump's National Economic Council director. And then another clip of Ken Fisher, a nonpartisan financial analyst. And they're both in agreement that the Fed needs to lower rates. So let's take a listen to what they had to say here.
No audio coming through.
No audio. Damn. Interesting. Let me try again.
Nope.
Nothing. Interesting. Well, let us know in the chat if you were hearing anything from from that audio, and I'll go back to it in a sec. But nonetheless, both of them are saying there's no real reason that the Fed shouldn't be cutting rates here. Again, in the byline here, every economist at the Fed is currently a Democrat, and they're basically saying that right now the only reason to not be cutting rates are to hold them artificially high just because of partisanship. I don't know. Do you think that's the case? Do you think that this is what we're seeing?
I got two kind of theories on it, and one of them will relate more to what we're talking about later as well too. But one, I think this is a kind of like a battle going on between central banks, and I think basically Jerome Powell is putting the screws to everybody else. I think part of it is that, and the other one, I don't blame him for it because I get it, is no one thought that he could raise rates, right? No one thought that he could actually get interest rates as high as he